Great evening and welcome to Leadership TKO, the night show via podcast. I'm your host, Lakeisha McKnight. This is a podcast that's a part of the Leadership TKO virtual radio station and the Leadership TKO brand that's housed under the iLead Company, LLC. iLead stands for the International Leadership Education and Development Company. Now, normally, of course, this podcast airs live Sundays through Fridays at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but right now it's about 9:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the reason why we're coming on just a tad bit over our time is because we are excited about a book that's going to be publishing on next week on the Amazon platform. It's the Leadership TKO for Women book, and information about that book is going to be placed in the description area right here on the Spreaker platform after we have concluded this episode. So stay tuned. We have so many things great that's going on, and that's just one of them. And so we thank you so much for your patience with allowing us to get here at this particular time. And so today, with the iLead Company and our new layout, today has been Fitness Friday, where we're helping leaders to get fit, to focus on their health, because there's so much great work for us to continue to do in the world. And in order for us to do it, we must be healthy. We must learn how, of course, to eat well and then to move these bodies of ours to be fit. And so we focus on fitness on this day and include a little bit of fun with it. It's called our Fun Fridays, right? And so what I'm going to do before I dive into any content is I want to share on the Facebook platform and let the individuals, our connections, know that we're live. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now just to see if anybody wants to join in with us. So let me go ahead and do this. Hopefully we can connect well, because we know sometimes the internet is not our best friend. So let's go ahead and try to do that. So I'm just going to say join in now as I am live giving fitness tips and acknowledging. Here we go. Acknowledging leaders. All right. Here we go. So I'm going to post it on my timeline, and feel free to do so as well if you're listening in live, or even if you're listening on demand and we've concluded the live version. Feel free to share this episode with other great men and great women that you know. So I'm going to share it also in a special group on Facebook. It's a group that's connected to a campaign, and I'm going to share more about that campaign during this episode as well. So I'm going to share in that group. Hopefully we can get it there. It will be awesome if we can get it there tonight. So let's try to go ahead and do that. Let's see if our internet's going to be our friend tonight. It looks like it is. Perfect. Okay. So we're good. So again, thank you so very much. And some of the leaders will definitely come in at their leisure time. It is Friday. Some people are out and just really having fun, enjoying this day, especially those who are working in the corporate world. And Fridays is like their laid back day. And for some who are married or who are engaged or dating, this is their date night. So we understand. And this is why we have our fun days on Fridays, because we understand that people may be out and about on this day. But nonetheless, we're still in action. We're still moving forward, and we're still providing you with great content and information here on the Leadership TKO night show here on this Friday. So once again, thank you so much for being connected. Remember, Leadership TKO is the brand that's housed under the iLead Company, but the mission of the iLead Company is to really partner up with associations, universities, small businesses, and faith-based groups to build winning leaders. That's what we're here to do. And I want to encourage you to visit our website to learn more about what we do. And that website address is www.leadershiptko.com. That is our website. You'll find some information there. And we also encourage you to visit our blog, because we often blog now. We have more content that we're providing on our global blog. And that URL, you're going to find it as well in the description area, but I want to verbalize it to you. It is leadershiptko.com/blog. blog. Okay, blog. So you'll be able to find some great content on wealth creation, on fitness and health, on leadership development. So much great content to really add value in your life as a leader, because we're building winning leaders. And that's the totality of man. We're focusing on the mind. We're focusing on the body. We focus on the spirit, because even on Sundays, we focus on building up the spirit man. Right. And so we thank you so much for being connected. We realize that there's so many of you from various countries around the world that's connected, such as Croatia, France, Italy, Peru, Norway. There are many of you from the Virgin Islands, from Canada, throughout the United States, South Africa. We saw some of you from, I believe, the United Kingdom. I might have mentioned that already. Pakistan was even on there as well. We thank you so very much. The Republic of Korea, we saw you as well. China, we thank you so very much. And any country that I may have not acknowledged that you've been connected and listening. Germany, yes, thank you, God, for bringing that to my attention. Germany as well. We thank you so much for being connected to Leadership TKO. And we encourage you to always share about this particular brand, with other women and other men that you know, because one thing we definitely acknowledge is that, just like my great partner, Dr. John Maxwell, says, it's important to really pour value into your lives. And that's what we're here to do. We've partnered up with the John Maxwell team, and we're going throughout the world sharing this value of building up leaders and multiplying leaders. It's not about building and gathering followers, but it's about building leaders. And that's what we intend to do. So thank you so much for being here. Now, as we've said, Fitness Fridays, right? So we did put up a new blog post on the blog about fitness success. And there are just a few things that you can review to learn about fitness success, some things that you can begin to work on. And one thing that I'm going to tell you tonight that's really important when it comes to fitness is consistency. I'm just going to pause. We're going to have a holy hush just for a moment. Consistency. Because if you're not consistent, it's really easy. And I know you're probably agreeing with me right now. You're probably saying, yeah, Lakeisha, I totally agree. If you're not consistent with anything, you will fall off and you'll have to start over again. It's almost like being sober. If you ever seen someone who's addicted to someone, or if you ever experienced that for yourself, you have to become addicted to being healthy in order to really be consistent. Not addicted in a negative way, like, oh my God, like obsessing about it. But you have to become addicted to it, because that means you're going to stick with it. You're not going to let it go. You're going to ride this all the way out until the end. You're not just going to fall off the bandwagon. You're not going to be persuaded to do what everyone else is doing, which is chilling and not getting up and getting fit. Okay. You want to break the mold. You want to do what everyone else is not doing. That's the only way that you're going to stand apart. That's the only way that you're going to walk in health and in wholeness, is if you stay the course. And when you don't feel like doing it, that's when you know you need to get up and do it. When your body says, and when your mind says, no, I just want to chill, I just want to sleep, that's when you need to get up and go work out. Because that's just the body's way of, the flesh's way of telling you that, hey, just do what everyone else is doing. You don't need it. When in actuality, you really do. So you either pay the price now of getting up and being consistent, or pay the price later when that muscle begins to hurt. Consistency. This means that if you're saying that you're going to work out 3 times a week, get up and do it. Get up and do it. Yes, accountability matters. So if you're able to get someone who can hold you accountable, fine. If there's no one in your home that can hold you accountable, I want you to find a magazine article of someone, and you really don't want to put it this way, but find someone, in a magazine article that's in a hospital bed. You hate to look at it this way. And you put that, and every day you'll say, this is not going to be me. Or the flip side of it, gets, an ideal body that you want for yourself. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to get the exact body, okay? Not the exact, but some form of fitness, a visual form of the fitness level you want to achieve, and place that before you, and then set that as your visual. So that when you wake up, you're saying, well, okay, I'm not quite there yet. I have to keep going. That's just like, for example, for myself, right? I was working one-on-one with the trainer. And I was with the trainer and he put me on this challenge. He said, no bread, no rice, and no fries. Now, anybody that knows me knows that I love my Chick-fil-A fries. I need to have the Polynesian sauce with the waffle fries. Let's just keep it honest, keep it 100, right? And so, yeah, that was a weakness. And I said, okay. And I realized I wasn't quite where I want to be. I want to be able to see my abs. I don't want to just say, okay, I got that baby fat is gone. No, I don't want to just say that. For me and my goal, I want to say that I see my abs. I see a little bit of the chiselment. It doesn't have to be like, quabam, like, when you whip it out. It doesn't have to be like that. But I want it to be to a point where I can see, the muscle lineage, because I worked out. That's just me. I have my trooper on. My trooper is listening in. She said she just fell on the floor. Janine Harrod Brown. She's one of the ambassadors with the campaign that I'm going to share with you in a moment. But that's just my goal. Now, here is another thing. I know it's some comedy in this, and do not take offense to this, but if you're running and if you're jogging, and if a part of you is still way back there and you way ahead and hey, we need some work. We have to work on that. That means that there's a whole lot that you carrying with you that does not need to go. You need to leave that where it is, but we need to work on it so that it can be left. Okay. I know she probably just fell on the floor again. But you have to work on this. This is every day that you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent with it. You see how we pushed our way. We have this book we're launching, but yet I'm here on the platform. I'm here chatting with you and providing this information for you. It's because I want to be consistent, even on the podcast. I understand the importance of consistency. This is what I'm talking about here. This exactly. And you need to do this with your health when it comes to what you eat. And we're going to get into that a lot. There's going to be some information I'm going to provide you with. I'm working on a few things now where we want to get you some tips and strategies so that you can do things if you're sitting in your chair, what exercises you can do. If you don't really have a whole lot of time to prep your food, what is it that you can do so that you can eat well and eat healthy? Okay, so let's get well. Let's get fit because leaders get fit. We get fit. There's so much for us that needs to be done and accomplished. We can't do it with broken bodies. We can't do it with bodies that are, that's screaming for its next fix as far as medication. We don't want to be dependent on these things. So the way to do this is by eating well and letting the body heal. And I'm speaking to myself because sleep is important with that. There's a certain time frame where we need to be sleeping because the body is working on itself and healing itself. When there's so much you have to get done, and when you have 2 young kids like I do, ages 1 and 4, yeah, the sleep can be very minimal. So just keep all of these things in mind, that you really need to rest. But most importantly, consistency is the key when it comes to fitness. And if you want some more of these tips about fitness success, there's going to be a link to the blog, the actual blog post we made today on the global blog. We're going to place it in the description area. So be sure to check the description area for that. I do want to transition and just acknowledge some great people, great individuals who've made a mark, who've impacted, just the whole Leadership TKO brand. And I want to acknowledge Janine Harrod Brown. That's right, Janine. We want to acknowledge you in your company, your business. So what I am doing, of course, is heading on over to Facebook where we made a special post and we wanted people to just check in. And I believe it was really just Janine who checked in this time, which is totally okay. But we want to acknowledge Janine. She has a business. The name of her business is Kimmy B Coaching. Okay, I'm going to spell that KYMMEB Coaching. And I want you to go to her website and learn more about Kimmy B Coaching. And so here is the website address. The website address is KYMMEB.com. KimmyB.com. Okay. And it's Kimmy B Coaching. So be sure to visit her. She provides some great information. One of her themes, if I'm looking and seeing it correctly, it says transforming your life and business through, I think I'm going to click on it, and hopefully we're not going to distract from our podcast here. I want to make sure that I'm reading it correctly for you. So I have to pull it up. Transforming your life and business through self-discovery. There we go. And I want you to be able to reach out to her because it's Kimmy B Coaching and Consulting. Her number where she can be reached is 888-422-0706. Again, that's 888-422-0706. And that's KimmyB.com. So be sure to check her out, look her up, and get in contact with her if you're really wanting that extra help and extra assistance in self-discovery. And she enjoys working with women, more specifically. Okay. So we thank you so much, Janine, for being a valuable asset to Leadership TKO, the brand, and a campaign. She's actually a Virginia ambassador with a campaign, and it's closely linked to the book that we're publishing on this coming week. And so let me transition into that. And that's going to be our final point for tonight. And that is, we have a subdivision within Leadership TKO, and the subdivision is Leadership TKO for Women. All right. And the fuel behind this subdivision, which builds winning leaders amongst women, the fuel of this subdivision is the Born to Lead Global Women's Leadership Campaign. And it's a campaign that was launched by 6 women, including myself. It's Maricela Messner, Takara Steele, Shalia McDaniel, Cheryl Harris Sutton, and Remy Douye. We started this campaign, and all of these women have their own businesses, but they've decided to collaborate with the iLead company to launch this campaign. And the mission of the campaign is to really promote a spirit of sisterhood amongst women so that we can become effective leaders, and then bring awareness to women's issues that are common around the world, including sex trafficking and domestic violence and physical health issues and so much more. And we're going to talk about solutions that exist and brainstorm some new solutions if those solutions that exist are not effective. And so that's the whole mission of this campaign. And if you believe that you are female, you're listening to this, and you believe that you're born to lead, you want to have a voice for women around the world, we encourage you to learn more about this campaign. And there is a website where you can learn more about it because we provide information on the 4 elements that comprise this campaign. It makes up the totality of the campaign. And so the website address to learn is leadershiptko4women.com. leadershiptko4 women.com. And if you want to quickly become a free member of this campaign, you want to represent your state or represent your country on behalf of the women there and helping them to acknowledge that they're born to lead and building them up as leaders and partners with this campaign, I want you to visit this website, and be sure you visit it on a desktop or a laptop computer. It's borntolead2017.com. BORNTOLEAD2017.com. And so you're going to find this little questionnaire. It's going to take you through the questions that's important. Submit the form. It'll lead you to Facebook and request to join the group. That's the simple way, free way of becoming involved with the campaign. So, and with the campaign, we have leaders who've decided to upgrade their membership. Okay. So they don't want to just be leaders. Just members of the campaign. They want to become state ambassadors and represent the women in their countries or their states. And that's what Janine Harrod Brown is for the state of Virginia. She is a Virginia state ambassador. And we'll tell you more about that once you become a member of the campaign. We want you to take it one step at a time. So visit born2lead2017.com and we'll see you inside of the campaign group on Facebook where there are over 1,500 women who are there. So once again, everyone, we appreciate you for being connected to Leadership TKO, the brand. We appreciate you for just recognizing the importance of being fit here on this Fitness Friday with the iLead Company. We're going to be back here on this platform this Sunday. Okay, we're going to focus on spirit man building up the inner person of you, that person of you that's going to live eternally. We're going to focus on that on this Sunday. So we appreciate you. We thank you so very much. Remember, we're launching the Leadership TKO for Women book on this Tuesday. It will be available. And we are, of course, acknowledging and having fun on social media regarding this launch. So be sure to connect with me on social media so that you can jump in and have some fun. My link is going to be provided in the description area of this podcast so that you and I can become friends. All right. So thank you so much. So until Sunday, we do encourage you to think, to speak, and to live leadership.